What's up, mother?
Quackers! Today, we are going to be doing Would You Rather, but
It's just Would You Rather.
it's Would You Rather, but
It's just Would You
what
Rather.
happened was is when I was thinking of it, I didn't think about Would You Rather, and I thought it was which is better, which is worse. What I thought of.
It's just Would You Rather.
But I guess it's just Would You Rather.
Yes.
And we're going to just be doing these off the top of the dome, so if you can give me 3 words. I'm kidding.
Nobody will understand what he's making
My
a
dad
reference
will.
to,
My dad will.
but he's gotten like this new fixation on freestyling, and so he likes listening to Harry Mack. And Harry Mack is always like, "Give me 3 words and I'll freestyle with it," and then he like does a freestyle.
It's pretty freaking great.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And so Isaiah's been trying to do some. You should do some freestyle for the
Actually,
podcast.
Haven't even.
You haven't been doing any more?
Not yet. No.
You were all like, "I want to become an actual good freestyle."
I was kind of joking. But
Dang.
anyway.
It didn't sound like you were joking. You should like freestyle for the podcast.
I don't got anything.
No, I wanted you to make the podcast funnier.
The podcast is already.
Sure. Let's do Would You Rather. All right.
Let's start with the one we've just already talking about. Is which would I'm doing which is better, which is worse. Which is better? Either getting in a car crash by yourself and your car be totaled,
So would I rather
Or
get in
getting
a
in
car
a
crash
car
by myself
crash.
and it be totaled?
with somebody else and their car is totaled, but your car is fine?
See, Would You Rather just works there. Would you rather get in a car crash and it be totaled, or
See, you don't even know. You don't even
get in
know.
a car crash with someone else and their car be totaled?
Mm.
This was the one we already talked about this one off the podcast, but I would rather. I mean, I feel like there should be more context, but like, would I rather
You cause
for
both.
instance,
You cause both.
I'm driving, and due to my negligent driving, which would never happen, by the way, never. I literally kept myself from getting run over by a tractor yesterday due to my amazing driving skills.
But you've cut people off before multiple times in the same.
Just not true.
It is true.
When?
When we went to get tattoos, you cut that white car. Then
That was one.
I think you did.
That
it
was
ag- I think
one.
You did it again once before. I don't remember.
That was one time, and it was not 2 times in the same drive. I just didn't see them because they pulled up in my blind spot. But regardless, that was a long time ago, and my amazing driving skills would never let me negligently crash into a tree or negligently crash into another car. But for the sake of the argument, let's say I suddenly get struck blind, and I either crash into another person and their car gets totaled, but mine is totally fine. This is a really dumb hypothetical. None of this would ever happen.
Well, that's what.
How would I crash into their car and my car is untouched,
Well, not
but theirs is
completely
totaled?
untouched, but
Okay.
it's not totaled.
I got you. Okay. I'd rather crash into someone else. That way, insurance pays for it, basically.
I mean, that makes sense. But I wouldn't want to crash into something. That'd be sad.
Well, it would suck, but
But
it's
the-
better than crashing into a tree and then just having to.
Yeah, but the thing, but the point, but
Good job.
when we were talking about it earlier, the insurance will just cover for theirs, and our car will just damage. I guess it's better. If it
That's
was,
what I'm saying.
I know, but if they were to get injured, like badly injured, to where they can't walk, then I wouldn't.
Well, that wasn't part of the
I know,
hypothetical.
I'm just saying. Was that I crashed by myself?
So you're saying you would
But if
injure
they-
yourself before you injure them.
No, I would crash my car and not.
Would you Here's a better one. Would you rather punch yourself in the face and break your own jaw, or punch someone else in the face and break their jaw? Because that's basically the hypothetical you're posing.
You know, wait.
So would you rather punch yourself in the own jaw or punch someone else in the jaw?
Probably myself.
Not yourself. Well, it depends on the person I'm punching. There's a couple people that I
Damaris.
think no. I would definitely punch
So
myself
quick.
before Damaris.
Any of
What
your
the heck?
siblings.
No, I'd definitely punch myself in the face before my
Parents.
siblings. What?
Just
Why are you just like labeling people close to me in my life?
because that's what
I was talking about people I don't like.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm more likely to punch another person if it's a person I don't like. If it's just a random person on the street, probably not.
think I probably would do it to myself. If it was a.
What if someone like shot your mom?
Well, if it's in self-defense.
No, someone shoots your mom, they leave. You come home, your mom's dead. There's a note on her body that says it was Caleb from church. Would you rather punch yourself in the jaw and break your own jaw, or go punch Caleb in the jaw after shooting your mom and break his jaw?
That's different, I guess.
That's what I'm saying.
But
like someone you don't like.
I like Caleb. Oh,
Yo,
I
yeah,
see,
but
I
in
see,
the
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
hypothetical
yeah, yeah.
that he's, I just used Caleb as an example. Sorry, Caleb. I used him as an example of like a person because you were like nobody ever. I'm just saying
Yeah, yeah.
if
If
it were
there
someone
was
you don't
something
like.
like that, and if it was like super hypothetical.
Well, there's got to be some people you just don't like.
I don't think I would do it to just something I didn't like, but if it was something like that, or it was like,
But it's either them or your jaw. Their jaw or your jaw.
if it's, I don't know, I wouldn't do it to somebody even if I didn't like them. If it was something like that, yes, but if it's just like somebody I just don't like, then no.
I gotcha.
Does that make sense? Like if it was somebody who did something like that, then that.
Valid.
But if it was just somebody I just didn't like,
If there's someone I didn't like, I'd probably punch them.
just somebody you just didn't like at all.
Well, yeah. There's not a lot of people I don't like, but there are a couple.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'd rather their jaw get broken than my jaw get broken. In this hypothetical.
Yeah.
In real life, I would never just go punch somebody in the jaw. And I would never punch myself in the jaw. But for the hypothetical, which would you rather this or this? I'd rather their jaw get broken than my jaw get broken.
This one's kind of not really crazy, but
Okay.
would you rather have a snake or have a lizard?
A lizard.
A lizard?
Any day.
Really?
Any day. Lizards are way cooler than snakes.
You just
And
don't
they're
like
less
snakes?
boring. Snakes are cool. Snakes are great. They're just boring.
How are they less boring?
They're just boring. They don't do anything. All they do is like wrap around you. Lizards can crawl around. They can like they eat bugs, like they stick out their tongues and eat bugs. So some of them just grab them. Their tails come off. That's so freaking cool. Wow, you just don't like lizards.
I do like lizards. I'm just saying some of them do. Some of them don't.
I'm just like saying how lizards are cool, and you're like some of them.
Some of them don't.
Some of them don't.
Some of them don't. There are
Not all lizards are that cool.
There is
Snakes are
There
cooler.
are some cool lizards.
What do snakes do that's cool? Their skin falls off.
Hey, I just like.
Don't lizards? Don't some lizards lose their skin too? I think so. Yeah. Well, I guess geckos don't count as lizards, do they? Those are amphibians.
I think lizards are cool. I would like to get both someday. I want to get a snake at some point. I think snakes are. I'd like to get lizards. At
Maybe
some
after I move out.
Somewhat, yep. I would like to get lizards at some.
Because like, where would you put it physically?
Probably when you, yeah.
Anyway, and I need to think of one now because you have to think of would you rather. Would you rather? Oh, okay. I just thought of something. Would okay, for context, just so you can know what I'm cooking up. Isaiah hates anime.
Oh my days.
Well, okay. You don't actually hate anime. You hate anime that you haven't watched.
I guess so. I don't know.
Every anime that you have watched, you have enjoyed.
For the most part, yes. Like 95% of it. I don't know. Anime is still kind of like one of those iffy ones. Like I like it, but like it's. I don't know. It's.
You don't like saying you like anime. I don't know. Which I guess I can understand because anime has like. A lot of people don't like it just because they don't understand it at all. But. Would you rather? Would you rather? I'm trying to think of like the perfect would you rather question to ask you. It was your hand. That looked more like a caterpillar than it's like crawling, not slithering.
It just bit you.
It's the caterpillars don't bite people. They just poop on people. See, that's looks more like a snake.
It just bit you.
It really did not.
You're dying.
It's made of...
You're dying.
It bit me. It bit me and
Oh,
died.
No.
Its fangs could not even break my skin.
The impact from hitting your. The The impact from hitting your face knocked it out.
It's dead. It killed it.
knocked out.
There's no pulse.
Why is his head so flat?
Why is his head so flat? Because he ran into me. It used to be round, and then he ran into me and just flattened it from the impact. And now he's a little bit he's a little bit special. Anyway, I still need to think of would you rather. I'll cook with this one. I will do a different one for now. Would you rather get put into a fantasy setting or like a sci-fi setting?
What is Stranger Things? I think it's like what?
Stranger Things is sci-fi.
Sci-fi was like space and.
Sci-fi is science fiction. Any type of science fiction is sci-fi.
What is science fiction?
Fiction based around science. Well, that's what Stranger Things is. It's all science based. It's like laboratory stuff and alternate like dimensions.
Alternate dimensions is.
Yes.
That'd be like fantasy.
Well, could be fantasy that has alternate dimensions, but fantasy is like magic and myths.
Anyway, what was the other one?
Science is like based in science.
Sci-fi or
fantasy, sci-fi or fantasy. Would you rather be put in a sci-fi or fantasy world?
What's the difference?
Fantasy is like Lord of the Rings, like magic, like wizards, all that, and then sci-fi is like space and cyberpunk and stuff like that.
So many good ones.
I'm not talking about a specific show.
I know.
I'm talking about like that type of.
I'm trying to think of everything that would be in each.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be better. Because like fantasy, you could have like dragons and magic and potions.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Cool creatures. Sci-fi is like
science.
Science is like water and like lava and ground and.
So there's also that in fantasy. So
fantasy's better. So fantasy.
What?
Everything with fantasy. Then.
There's no sci-fi is not in the fantasy world. You're saying there's ground and trees and dirt and stuff.
I know.
But there's also like crazy cool technology and like.
Dang, I don't know. That's actually a good one. I don't know. I probably sci-fi.
I feel like you don't understand the question.
I think sci-fi.
Sci-fi is I don't know. It's one choice. I feel like both of those are good choices.
They are. I feel like they're both good for different reasons.
Yeah.
Sci-fi, you can get like everything else but fantasy. Frick. Sci-fi, you can get like you can get like science stuff. I don't understand the question.
Okay. Just come up with a would you rather, because this is sad.
No, I get it. I don't understand.
I'm in mental pain right now.
From sci-fi and fantasy. You said fantasy is everything but everything that sci-fi has.
Fantasy is fantastical, like stuff.
Like magic and dragons.
Basically,
and
yes.
potions.
Yes, like mythological stuff. Could be alternate dimensions, but there's not always. Like Lord of the Rings doesn't have alternate dimensions. I don't think.
And sci-fi is science based.
Yes.
So like
technology.
Potions.
No.
That's science.
That's not science. Potions don't exist.
No, but you can like do lab stuff.
So that wouldn't be a potion. That would be like a serum or like chemicals or like a vaccine.
Isn't serum just a potion?
No.
I guess potions are more like.
Potions are like, oh, let me take the eye of a donkey and put it with the toes of a lizard and mix it together. How is that science?
I don't know, probably fantasy. Seems like you can do more stuff with fantasy.
Okay, valid. I feel like fantasy would be cool.
Yes. Would you? Let me cook. Ready?
I'm waiting.
Okay. Would you rather?
Waiting still.
What's your favorite live action show?
Favorite live action show? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay. Would you rather? That's not live action.
I thought you were joking when you said okay, and then it took you. Live action show? Probably.
Or movie or whatever.
Like.
Probably more show.
Probably like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
That's not live
It's an
action.
anime.
I was thinking. I was.
All right. Favorite live action show. I don't watch that many live action
Or
shows.
movie. Show would be better,
Or a
but if you
movie.
can think of movie, better.
Um, Probably like mm, Avengers Endgame is a really good movie.
That one.
Endgame
All
is
right.
good.
I guess I can still match them up. Okay. Would you rather be in game and be able to do whatever you want,
Oh heck no.
but
Oh
not
wait.
get hurt, not be able to not die or get hurt or anything? You can
Just be immortal in Endgame.
be immortal in any game. You can
That would suck.
you can teleport and you
I
can
would hate to live in Endgame.
go to like okay. You can go to like you can whatever you want. You can go anywhere you want. You can't get hurt or anything like that. And you can live there as long as you want. You can go back as many times as you want. Ultimate universe, do whatever you want. Type of thing.
I'd rather live in Harry Potter than Endgame.
So you want to do Harry Potter?
Sure.
Okay. Would you rather live in Harry Potter and be able to go to any time and stay there as long as you want and be able to whatever, or would you rather live in Rick and Morty?
Oh, Rick and Morty versus. Well, Rick and Morty is my favorite show, but I also probably wouldn't want to live in Rick and Morty because it's so chaotic and it's so easy to die.
No, you can't get hurt in either one. You can't die or get hurt or anything.
Well, it is boring.
You would just
I'd probably rather live in Harry Potter because
Okay.
Harry Potter is, Rick and Morty. There's always the danger of the universe getting destroyed, and then I'm just floating out there in space. But Harry Potter has like I can learn stuff and like that's basically the question I just asked you. Science fiction versus fantasy. Would you rather be in a science fiction
Pretty
versus
much,
fantasy?
but it's
Because Rick and Morty is all sci-fi and Harry Potter is fantasy. And I would rather be in the fantasy.
okay.
So the same question, same answer, basically.
Pretty much.
Um,
It's just more specific.
Yeah. Would you rather like fart really loudly every time you stood up,
Okay.
or make a loud squishing noise every time you sit down?
Like a really
Like a really loud fart when you stand up. Every time you stand up, no matter what.
Okay.
Or a really loud like squelching, squishing noise like there's something in your pants when you sit down.
Is it like visualized or is it just like
No, it's like an actual sound.
actual sound?
Like an actual fart and an actual squishing noise.
Okay. Dang. Probably the squishy one.
Really?
Yeah.
You would just like
That'd be kind of funny.
you'd like meet a girl and you'd sit down across from her and it's just like
So what's up, baby? Whenever I sit down. You know, like every time I sit down.
Alternatively, you sit down at the table without issue with this lady and you have a nice date and then it's like, all right, time to go. Let me get the door for you and you stand up and it's just like the loudest fart ever.
Yeah, which is worse? That's actually okay. That's actually okay. Yeah, I'll do the squishy sound. I got one.
The
for you.
squishy sound.
Which is worse, farting at the beginning of a date or farting at the end of a date?
Farting at the beginning or farting at the end?
Yeah.
Farting at the beginning because you can come back from it.
Can't come back from the end.
What? Well, if it's at the end, then that's the last thing I remember about the date. If you fart at the beginning, you can come back and like be like, "Oh, sorry," and then like recover. You can't if you like go and she's like, "Oh, I like this guy," and then you like fart really loud and then just
Let's not
leave,
just really-
and then just leave. You're like, "Hey, have a good night,"
You can.
and then just walk away. Because it's the end of the date, you said.
You
And
can
then the
still
last
say
thing she has to
bye.
remember is bye, and then you just walk away. And the last thing she has to remember is how loud you farted. You're not getting that text back. She's never talking to you again.
I think at the beginning of the date would be better because you get like you said, I guess you can recover, but you can also get like an awkward moment out of the way. So it's like,
Get an awkward moment out of the
Yeah.
way.
oh, I've already farted, so it doesn't matter.
So nothing can be worse than this.
Nope. Die.
That's dark. That's just dark.
I gotta say it with a straight face.
Wow.
Oh
Man. Looking into the dark reaches of my soul would drive most insane. The thoughts I live with on a daily basis would crush the normal human mind. I've had to adapt.
Very. Yeah.
I feel dirty after saying that. I feel gross.
I thought it was pretty hot. So no, what's yours?
You're gay. You're gay. I don't know what I'm doing.
You got one? You got
What?
You got a freaking thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot because I asked you and then you changed it.
I didn't change it. I answered it. I just after.
Yeah. You just like changed mine. Would you rather?
Oh, yeah.
Would you rather Stranger Things never release another season, or Stranger Things release 5 more seasons, but every season is significantly worse starting from the first one that releases. Like it just falls off completely. But there's 5 more seasons.
Okay. So
Never releases another season. Just ends. Never releases another season. Never any more content. In fact, they stop making merch for it. Just gets completely canceled.
Okay.
Or they release 5 more seasons, but it's terrible. And it gets worse as it goes.
Good
And
one.
it's so bad that like the first 4 seasons are like not even worth watching anymore.
I don't think that would ever happen to me. So probably the 5. I don't get that.
Like
way.
they're so bad that like it ruins the first 4 seasons.
That
Like
wouldn't work.
it goes back and retroactively changes things about the first 4 seasons that makes them way worse.
The first 5 seasons.
Hmm?
They can't do that. I don't think.
Yes, you can.
I don't think they could ruin Stranger Things.
Like if they were like,
unless they
twist, Murray has been a spy the entire time. Oh wait, doesn't Murray die? I forget what happens. I don't watch it in a while. Actually, 11 was actually evil this entire time, and she was just tricking, and she's actually working for the Mind Flayer, and she like is just evil this whole time, and then she kills everybody, and the whole time she was lying. And it goes back and adds like flashbacks to like the first couple 4 seasons, and she's just like actually just causing everything.
I really still feel like that wouldn't ruin it. Because then you could just go back and watch the first 4 seasons and nothing would be there. It would still be.
And then you'd watch it, the first 4 seasons, and then you'd know that like Elle's actually evil, and she's actually working towards her destruction the entire time.
I think I would just neglect it. I'd be like, okay, those last 5 seasons weren't even relevant.
So you'd rather have the last 5 than it just be canceled then?
Well, dang. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool to see more.
Even if it ruins it.
I don't think it would. I still don't think it would.
But even if it does. I'm saying if
it
did ruin
somehow
it.
magically just completely ruins the first 4 seasons for me, then I'd probably just have them end it. But I don't think it would. I have the
You don't think there's anything that they could release that would ruin it for you?
Unless they go back and change the show.
I mean, like if they okay, I see. No, they don't actually change the show.
They go back and change the first. Then I would just have to end it. But if they just release just stupid random stuff that doesn't even make sense, and
Gotcha. Okay.
if they went back and 11 was behind everything, but they have like
That's just an example.
I know, but I'm saying if they did do that and they just have shots of 11 back in that time that weren't in the actual show. You know, like some people will do that. Like some shows will have like cutbacks where like flashback be after the camera pan from the original shot.
Yeah.
Have like it did something like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Then it would just not in the actual show.
But it does. It's canon to the show then.
But if you go back and watch it and it's not there,
I see.
those are just bad seasons. Don't watch the last 5.
Gotcha.
I don't think it could really just right off the rip go about it.
Okay.
If it did, I would just have them stop at 4, but I don't think it would.
Okay.
Just see what they could. I think it'd be kind of hilarious.
Makes sense.
It'd be bad but funny. Would you never be able to wear a shirt again and never wear pants
again? Shirt. Well, actually, pants, because then I could just wear shorts. There's not really a replacement for a shirt other than like a tank top. That's a shirt still.
Not be able to wear. I think shorts is just. I would do that too. I knew you were gonna say.
What about hat? Okay.
I can't wear a shirt and
I'm
tank
just gonna wear a
top.
really long hat that just covers my upper body.
Go for it.
No upper body clothing, obviously. No lower body clothing. You're just nude.
Well, you
Your
have underwear.
junk
You
is
can
out.
have underwear on, and you can have like
I have long underwear.
boxer.
I have like full body underwear, long underwear, a onesie at all times. A onesie at all
No,
times.
but then your top thing.
What? No, if I can't wear lower, then I'll wear a onesie, full body underwear.
Yeah.
Because he said underwear is allowed.
Yeah.
Valid. I would probably still do upper body though. Yeah. I mean, just get really ripped, and then no one would want me to wear a shirt.
Nobody would want me to wear a shirt.
Yeah.
Going to church shirt.
What would happen if I put on a shirt in this scenario?
You
Just burst into flames or what?
or your body would switch upside down.
Oh, well, I could deal with that.
Like down there.
Like
Your
flip
hands,
upside
your
down.
hands would be on your legs. No.
What? That's not flipping upside down.
Like
That's
your
flipping around your body
Your body
parts.
just like
No.
like imagine if your body
Like I just turn upside down.
No, imagine if your body phased into each other. It'd be like
So I just flip it upside down.
no, like your torso would be at the bottom.
Why would my torso be at the bottom? Because it's in the middle.
Like I don't know, you would switch upside on it. I don't know how to explain it. I can't
What?
because you can't.
I'd switch upside down, but I wouldn't.
You can't visualize it like I can. So it doesn't work.
Yeah, no, I can't visualize nightmare fuel about human bodies getting dismembered and then when you say flip upside down, I'm imagining it like in a computer program. You take a 3D model and you scale it by -1 up
Better
or
idea.
down.
You turn it inside out.
So you just die.
You put a shirt on. No, but you still live. If
How do you get your shirt off if you turn inside out? Because your shirt's now inside your body.
sucks for you, shouldn't have.
So you're just stuck inside. What if you put another shirt on and then you flip back outside again? But then the shirt that you just put on the first time is still on you. So now you just have a shirt inside you, but like
But then you flip it and then you have like double shirts. Now you have a shirt on you and shirt continuously flip around.
no. Here's my thought, right? Here's my thought, right? You put a shirt on, you flip inside out. You put another shirt on, you flip inside out, and that shirt that was inside you is back on the outside. So now you're just wearing a shirt. Freaking. But there's a shirt inside you. So then you flip and then there's another shirt.
But then you're still wearing a shirt, so then you flip back.
But then there's another shirt. You're still wearing a shirt. You just.
Exactly what I just did.
But then your body would eventually balance that out and just become stasis, and you just be
Nope.
like stuck in this middle position of inside out.
It wouldn't work.
You'd be out, sin, die.
What? Outs and die?
You'd be out, sin, die.
No, I don't think that's work.
Yeah, that's totally how it works.
You just continuously flip around.
How would you get the shirt off then?
No.
It's like if I put on a shirt, I just flip inside out, and there's no way to get it off without just putting on another shirt and then
Nope.
flipping inside out.
No. You're got a shirt on.
How would I know that?
Get told.
I get so like one day randomly a guy comes up to me and he goes,
No.
"You can't put a shirt on while I'm wearing a shirt." It's a girl. At birth, a guy tells me
No.
that.
At birth, before you were born, you get transported into this alternate dimension,
Alternate dimension.
and everything on the dimension is a bunch of different type of birds.
What? Why birds?
Bird dimension, right? And all the little birdies all tell you at the same time, you can't wear a shirt. And they say it, and they say it, and all the birds say it with each time say it. They all say it at the same time, but every single bird has a voice of every single person you meet in your entire life.
Why? Why is this so randomly detailed?
Boom. And that's what happens. Then you never.
But I'm a baby, so then
You have conscience
while I'm in the
as a
womb.
baby.
Yeah, you do, right?
No,
but
I meant like.
then I like come into the womb and I get birthed, and my parents are like, "Oh, let's put a shirt on him," and you're like, "Ga." What are you gonna do about it?
No,
They're gonna force a shirt onto you.
No, you make them not put a shirt on.
You can't. You're a baby. They can do whatever they want.
No, you know.
Babies actively try not to have shirts put on them anyway, because they're babies. They don't know what they're doing.
You have a different power, man. You could just like.
So you have super strength
Shirts
now.
teleport off you, and so you can take them off on your own. Ever since you have the ability,
Technically, a baby could get the shirt off on his own.
every time you can have consciousness to take a shirt off, you can always take it off. It only happens to where like you switch inside out if you put a shirt on yourself.
Oh, so then I can have people put it on me.
No, but it also has to. You can't have them do it for you because then you'll.
Well, then people will just do it.
No.
Yeah, people will put shirts on me.
People won't just.
What
put
if I'm
shirts
like, I can't put a shirt on, and they're like, can I do it? Like, I guess. Then I
Nope.
could do it.
You can't because then you're basically telling them. You can't have any shirt be put on you by your own will at all. Period. You can't put a shirt on. You can't tell somebody to put a shirt
What
on.
if someone puts it on in my sleep?
Unwill? If you're unknowing, then
And I'll just wear that shirt for a long time.
you're just unknowing. But then you can't do it again because you're like.
What if I'm like, hey, while I go to sleep, put a shirt on me. I go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
No, they can't,
But then I don't know.
No, because you told them. You told them before. You're like.
What if I was like, don't put a shirt on me, but if you were to put a shirt on me, it would have to be while I was asleep, but you can't.
Nope.
Don't do it.
No, because then you're still like telling.
No, I'm
them.
not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. What if I write it down in a journal and I don't mean for anybody to see it and they find it? And I didn't mean for them to find it, but they do on accident. And then while I'm sleeping, they put a shirt on me.
Still wrote it down and they still found it off your own writing.
So even though it wasn't intentional.
Yes.
Oh, so now the rules are changing.
Oh.
So basically, if I have anything to do with them putting a shirt on me, then
At all, period.
got you. Okay.
The
So
only
then,
way-
so then, I write it in a journal. Someone finds the journal. They go, "Huh, this is very interesting." A mentalist reads their body language without them having any intent of their body language to be read, and he discerns the fact that I could have a shirt put on me while I'm sleeping. So then he goes and tells another person, "There's a guy that you will find one day who can't wear a shirt. You won't know who it is until you know him. But once you know who it is, the only way to get a shirt on him without him turning inside out is when he's asleep." I'll go, okay. And that's my future wife.
Still could only have it once.
What?
Once you put a shirt on.
I'll be like, "Huh? A shirt? How did a shirt get on me? Wife, did you put a shirt on me?" No. Somehow there's just an angel that changes my shirt every time I sleep. This is amazing, beautiful.
But if you ever find out, then that never happens again. Never happen again.
Why?
Because
Why does me knowing about it? What if I'm like, "Don't put a shirt on me," and she's like, "Okay, I won't," and then she does anyway.
that's not your fault.
Yeah. So chill.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'll just be like, "Don't put a shirt on me."
But then
No, don't do that.
But then you're like double second.
No, don't do that. And she'll go, "Okay, I promise I won't." And then she will.
That doesn't work.
Why?
Because you're like
You just said it does.
'Cause
If
you're-
I tell her not to, then it doesn't count.
no, because you're doing it like no, don't put a shirt on me.
But I said the words.
Oh, please don't put a shirt on me. You're like you're.
No, I didn't say no. Don't put it. No, I said it. No, don't put a shirt on me. No, no, no. Please,
Just a
no.
bad actor.
Yeah, I'm not acting like I actually would. I'm just being dramatic. No, please don't put a shirt on me. I don't want to wear a shirt.
Okay.
I want everyone to see my ripped abs,
If
my
yeah,
super
yeah.
shredded muscles.
So the only way you could ever wear a shirt in your life. Unknowing of it
Knowing of it.
entirely. As soon as you know, or as soon as you think you know who it is, that person can never put a shirt on you ever.
My wife will start hiring people out.
I mean, hey. But then once you figure out your wife is hiring people, then you can't hire anybody else.
Why?
Because then you just know.
That doesn't make sense.
It does. No, that doesn't make sense. Completely, yeah, you have to be just completely unknowing of
She
it.
doesn't know who I'm hiring.
So you have to be completely. Your turn. That one went so.
That one was weird. Okay.
That's kinda
Would you rather? Be asleep, completely knocked out in a coma, not able to experience anything, for every day of the year except Christmas until you die, or only be asleep on Christmas. And if you change the day you celebrate Christmas, you're asleep during that time.
Probably just only be asleep Christmas.
You just skip Christmas.
Guess so.
Dang, you'd never get to experience Christmas again.
I can live. I can still live.
Yeah, but what if the only days you live, you just wake up and every day is Christmas for like 100 days?
Be boring.
Okay, valid.
If you're just if your sole purpose is
You were just
to
like
be Christmas.
you just always say how much you like adore Christmas. I figured you might
I mean, I would
at
like
least consider it a little bit.
I would like Christmas. That would be dope. But for my whole life purpose to be Christmas.
How about this? All holidays,
Well, I mean,
all holidays that you celebrate.
I mean,
You're only awake during holidays. And you're asleep during every other day,
I mean-
or you don't never get to celebrate any holidays because you just pass out.
I feel like if you're, I mean, because then you're what? Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Christmas, birthday considered a holiday.
Yeah, you celebrate it. You celebrate it.
Birthday. What else am I missing?
Whatever, you know,
With
like
Halloween, I don't really celebrate
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Then you'd be asleep.
Man, it would suck. Am I like this forever? Like, is this at
Until
birth
you die.
or is it like now?
Until you die at birth, and then you die.
And then I'll
So,
just
yeah.
never know either way. So, I just take my life.
You just kill yourself.
No, take my
No.
life as like, take my life. Only live the 300
What if it was from right now?
years from right now. That I probably still.
Valid.
Because if it's every holiday, then I'm only living 6 days, 1 year, my entire life.
Well, no, like any things you celebrate.
Oh,
Any days of the year that you celebrate. Birthday,
Okay,
Christmas.
so Christmas,
New Year's,
Halloween,
Halloween,
New Year's. Hold on.
Thanksgiving.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, New Year's, 4th of July, birthday, anybody's birthday that I know that I celebrate. My birthday,
You would just
my mom's birthday, my dad's birthday, your birthday, Leah's birthday, Kai's birthday. I don't really care about Anna's. I don't really do.
Okay.
So that's 11 days that I can think of right now. So I would live 11 days, bitch botch, in the
out of the year.
out of the year, or I would just 356, 365, 365. So I would just live 300 and
355.
355.
Yeah.
No, because it's
354.
11. Yeah, 354 days. Why'd you say 354 days?
Valid.
I
Just
gotta live
really boring days.
So much. It's not even boring days. I can just not celebrate and still have a good day.
Yeah, it'd just be blessed. You just wouldn't have any vacations to look forward to, or no, not vacations, celebrations to look forward to.
You really look forward for celebrations though?
Yeah, I do. I look forward to like Thanksgiving and 4th of July
You don't look
and my
forward.
birthday.
You don't really look forward to them until like
Yes, I do. I look forward to them.
the week or so before.
Wow, dang, you're sad. I look forward to them all the time.
I do too, but like you really like.
I can't wait. Like what? Like if my birthday's coming up, I'm like can't wait for my birthday. Like a couple months.
I mean, I'm
Thanks.
excited, but it's like it's kind of more in the back of my mind. Like I
Yeah,
kind
you're
of
looking forward to it.
kind of forgot it was my birthday.
Next year.
Yeah, next month.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just like, oh my. I mean, I'm excited.
I mean, yeah, I forget my birthday too, but I'm talking like national holidays,
I mean, natural holidays is a little bit different. Would be like I don't know.
like Christmas.
Like I look forward to Christmas.
Like Chris,
a
you
lot.
you
I
look
love
forward to
Christmas.
Christmas all the time.
I do.
Yeah.
Do
And
most
you'd
of the time.
never be able to have Christmas again.
I think it would suck, but I can still watch Christmas.
Nope.
Yeah, what? It's not a part of the thing at all.
What?
I can't watch Christmas movies now.
Well, I guess you can watch them just on random days,
Yeah.
but like, you can't have a celebration where you're like, hey, we're gonna watch Christmas. You can just get like see everybody else celebrating and be like, dang, I can't do that.
No, because I'd just be asleep. Hey, look at that. This doesn't work without the spring. Should have known. um.
Anyway.
Oh, frick.
Oh no.
I would just take mine. Man.
Just take your days. I got you.
Better than just.
That makes sense.
So it's 100 years. So that's what. 111 days.
I just realized by looking at the camera how big your forehead is.
Because your hair is covering your entire face.
I have a regular forehead. Look how big your forehead is.
My
Oh
forehead's
my gosh.
not that big.
Forehead's massive. You like yanked it back by tying your hair back. That's funny. You look like KSI. KSI if he wasn't black.
People tell me I have a lot of big foreheads.
You have a lot of foreheads?
Yeah. Where's my other spring? You took my spring. Hey, look.
I threw it at you. You saw a knife in your couch? I threw it both at you. Found it. It was a Nerf dart. It was not a spring.
Okay.
It was just stuck up your butthole. Oh my gosh. Why'd you
My turn.
put your finger on your nose like that?
I was taking.
wanna smell something?
I was taking a little hit of. So,
I
would
don't
you?
think you snort.
I got a
fat.
good one. Would you
I don't
rather
think you
only be
snort
able to
fat.
eat chocolate candies or only
Wait, no,
be
yes,
able
you
to
do.
eat fruity candies?
Only eat chocolate or only eat fruity?
Yeah. Or candy specifically.
Only eat fruity.
Really?
Yep. I like chocolate, but I would only eat fruity.
It means no more whatever.
Plus, there's more
fruit you
fruity
just ate.
candies. There's more fruity candies than there are chocolate candies.
I guess it just comes down to if you like chocolate or fruit. You like
Yep.
fruity
I
more?
can survive without chocolatey.
Okay, what if it was for anything?
I don't eat that much chocolate.
If it was for anything, you can't. You can only eat for like anything that has that type of thing. Like
Then fruit, because then I could be
cereal.
healthy. Then I could be healthy.
No more chocolate milk.
Sure, but there's no more milk.
What?
There's
What?
only fruity things.
You can drink strawberry milk.
Strawberry milk's
We
great.
still choose fruity for everything. Well, I guess that makes it.
Fruit is healthy.
There's more fruity things.
I can't have meat either way, so I might as well have vegetables. Yeah, you said only fruity or chocolatey.
No, only fruity or chocolatey for things that can be fruity. You have chocolate milk or strawberry milk.
Oh, I see.
Chocolate candies or
So I
chocolate cereal.
either cannot have chocolatey things or I cannot have fruity things.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, then I would not have chocolatey things because then I can't eat fruit.
Yeah, that's
the other
fair.
way.
I guess I was thinking.
Just
Yeah,
yeah.
for both.
I want to be healthy. I don't want to just eat chocolate for nutrition.
Chocolate comes from.
Chocolate is
a
not
plant.
nutrition.
Chocolate's a plant.
Chocolate is not a plant. Cocoa beans come from a plant.
Yeah, which is what chocolate comes
Chocolate comes from cocoa beans, but it's also just milk and butter and sugar with cocoa.
from. Oh, you're right. Man, you're clever today. So,
I just have common sense. I think you
no.
were not born with that ability.
so, your turn.
Oh yeah, your back is broken. Would you rather your back? Okay, never mind.
Whoa.
Would you rather? Would you rather? Oh,
You cooking with this one?
would you rather never be able to talk to your family ever again,
Mm-hmm.
but they survive, or
Probably the or. I think.
never be able to talk to anybody else ever again, but your family? Wait. Wait, what was I thinking? Let me reformat this in my brain.
Reformat
I
that.
need to reformat this. Would you rather never be able to talk to your family again and they survive? Or your family is also alive, but you can't talk to anybody else other than your family? I don't know why I added. I think I've had the idea of like your family dying, but it didn't really fit into the would you rather very well. So
Wait. So
would you rather never be able to talk to your family again, or only be able to talk to your family ever?
are we gonna talk about
Like your immediate family, not your relatives. Actually, no, your relatives are included.
all my relatives?
Like your close relatives, like your cousins, aunts and uncles, grandparents, but not like your second cousins.
Hmm.
Means no girlfriend, unless you have incest, which is gross. Okay, no, you could not. So shut up.
Uh,
What do you? What just is running through your brain right now? What are you? What?
I'm kidding.
What are you considering? Stop. That's
You're
gross.
just like, I just want someone to like, get this one and that.
You're just like going through all cousins your age, and you're like, that's like no, don't.
Not even. I'm
That's
just, like,
gross.
just making faces. At this point.
That's gross.
I'm
Answer the question.
trying to think of the question.
You're not thinking of the question if you're going, my cousin.
only be, only be able to talk to my family, or never be able to talk to my family. Okay. I got it. I don't know. That's a good question. Probably not be able to talk to my family.
That's valid. That's valid.
Like
I'd honestly probably pick that too.
it's like I don't. I feel like I have more people to go to. I'm more friends. Not off like a flat crap.
Yeah. I would probably pick that too. It'd be really sad, but I would probably pick that too. Because I don't know. I'd just be screwed if I couldn't talk to anybody else.
Now, Boston
Bye, Jeff.
don't have a life. You just still work and not talk. Can you write notes?
No, that's communication. Yeah, like if you couldn't talk to your family, like you couldn't say
you
goodbye.
talk
You'd
to
have
your-
to disappear immediately.
Can you talk to your
Never talk to them again. Yeah, send letters, even anonymously.
trying to figure out a way to talk to other.
Maybe anonymously.
Yeah, can you talk-
No, not
Can
anonymously.
you talk to your family? Can you tell your family to talk to somebody?
What?
Can you like, hey, tell Jeff that I said that I am gonna be late today. Can you do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do indirect communication.
Can you talk to somebody in virtual reality disguised as your parents, or disguised as somebody?
What? Disguised as your parents? What?
If you yeah. Can you talk?
That's direct communication still.
Can you talk to somebody in virtual reality that is virtually your mother, but
What?
you're in virtual reality, right? In your chat room.
Yeah.
And it's your mom, not your mom talking. Can you talk to that?
So it's another person talking?
Mom.
What? It's not your mom then. It's just a picture of your mom. It'd be like if you put a picture of your mom on the wall and was like, "Hi, mom. How you doing?"
Doing good. How about you?
The picture can't talk back. It's
Dang
not.
it.
It's a picture. It's a piece of paper.
I guess I missed that part.
You're thinking of Harry Potter. Yes.
Thinking of my own brain. My own brain.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would just have to not talk to my family anymore.
Ding.
Goodbye, losers.
Same.
Because I don't know. There's
It would suck, but whatever. I guess is interesting. Sucks to suck. All right, your turn.
Would you rather?
Would I rather?
This is probably gonna be a very too. Would you rather sell your soul?
Oh.
And be able to
The other one.
get everything you'd want,
The other one.
or just have the horriblest, most worstless life ever? Nothing goes your way at all.
Well, this
every
is
single
just
time.
this is just Christianity in a nutshell. This is just
Very
Christianity
huge,
in a
giant
nutshell.
But I'm talking. You have the worst life ever. Like everything bad happens, all times, every single time.
People have had that, and still say
For your
Christians.
entire life. Entire life.
People like Jews or like Christians in concentration camps have had that.
So, but like
Or
worse
like
than
in
that.
other countries where that's not allowed.
I'm talking like everything that can go wrong goes wrong. Like you go to work tomorrow or Monday or
Well, I'd
whatever.
rather have that.
Rather have that than.
I'd rather have that and stay a Christian.
Okay.
Go to,
Would
go to
you
heaven.
rather?
I'd rather go to heaven.
Would you rather sell your soul, or
The other one.
God not be real?
What? So either God is not real and life doesn't matter, or God is real and I sell my soul and I go to hell.
But
I'd
you
rather
also,
God not be real
we also
because
get-
then I die in its annihilation. then go to hell.
Okay, what if
Easy choice.
what if God's not real, but the world is still like the same?
What?
Like the world is. Let's say the world is by science or what.
Sure.
Everything's the same way it is
Stupid.
now,
Yeah.
but God's just not real.
Yeah.
Sell
Okay.
your
So
soul or still live life.
so here's my choices. Okay.
Why is this freaking?
First choice, go to hell. Second choice, don't go to hell. Don't go to hell.
Where are you gonna go if you?
Annihilation, to cease to exist. You go into the ground.
Yeah.
Because God doesn't exist.
Yeah. But you could also just get whatever you want.
But then I would go to hell.
Yeah, but. Okay. Fair.
Wow, that was a very easy question.
Like the. Anyway,
What, you would go to hell?
I don't know. God's not real. I can just get whatever.
No, but God is real in the scenario that you sell your soul.
The first one, then yeah, I probably want it. It would suck a lot.
But then if God's not real,
God's not real, then if I can sell my
Then-
soul to get a bunch of get whatever I would want.
then go to hell.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know, because if
You would have eternal torture versus a little bit of torture and then nothing.
I guess I don't know. I'd have to think about it more than just right now. I'd probably just.
It's a very easy,
probably just
obvious
not
choice
sell
to
my
me.
soul. I guess I probably.
Very easy, obvious choice for me. It's first option, God is real, you sell your soul. Second option, God's not real, you die, you go into the ground. First option, you sell your soul. Sure, you have a little bit of happiness on earth, you have some whatever demonic power or whatever, Bam, die, go to hell for eternity. Second option, oh no, my life sucks. Die, oh, woe is me. Psh, gone. It's over. You don't have to go to hell for eternity.
I guess so. Yeah.
Or their first one, I go to heaven for eternity. It just makes logical sense to choose the second one on both. But yeah.
Your turn. I guess my question was flawed.
Okay, this will probably be the last one. So we're about at an hour. Would you rather never be able to smell again or never be able to taste again? I think I know what you're going to say.
Probably never be able to smell.
Same.
Very valid.
I would not be able to taste as well, but still.
Ooh, but then if you could be able to taste, and you could be able to eat really healthy. Super healthy.
But everything would just taste bad. It would just taste like nothing.
Yeah, but
Nothing would taste good anymore.
I don't know. But then you could just be like abundance of healthy.
Could be abundance of healthy now.
Yeah, but everything tastes gross.
No?
Yes.
Healthy food does not taste gross.
A lot of healthy food tastes gross.
You just don't know. You haven't learned to like it.
I guess so.
You gotta learn to like it.
I just don't like. I don't know. I mean, maybe, but I feel like if I could just not taste and the health, like you could eat like the healthy stuff that tastes bad, all like the supplements or whatever. I'm trying to think. There's like little healthy potions you can drink. I think. Like they give you all
Potions are not realized.
give you all the stuff you need.
Potions are not.
Like what if
real.
you take everything you're supposed to like?
You keep using that little word potion. That little word potion.
The little
It's
word
not
potion.
word. It's word. It's not real. Potions are not real.
But it's like
They're not real. They're fake. They're
like
in
a
books.
It's like a potion.
It's not a potion because it doesn't do magic things. That's what potions do. They do magic.
Oh.
Potions are not real.
Okay, so I'd probably not be able to smell. Would you rather?
God.
What's better? Whatever. What's happening? Potions be real or potions not be real?
I'd rather potions be real because that would be sick as heck.
Okay, what potions would you want?
All of them. I want all of them.
That potion
Every
doesn't-
one. Every single
You
one.
gotta pick a few. You can only have 5 potions.
Oh, 5 potions. Well, I would drink a potion that increases the limit of potions I can have.
That potion doesn't.
Oh, now you decide what potions exist.
Yeah, that one doesn't exist.
Okay. I would drink a potion that expands the amount of
That potion.
space I have in my potion satchel.
That potion doesn't exist.
I would drink a potion that gives me the ability to have an inventory.
That potion doesn't exist.
What? Why? That's such a good potion.
You gotta figure out the potion.
That's just a valid potion that I wasn't going to use to exploit this at all. Um, okay. I would drink a potion that gives me the authority to decide what potions
That
exist.
potion doesn't exist.
Dang it. I would drink a potion that.
This is
I want a potion that gives me the ability to travel to other dimensions.
the potion doesn't.
What? That's just a. So I just don't get any potions, is what you're saying.
What? There's no potions exist. I was. Elijah.
Why?
I was kidding. I was kidding. I was trying to wait for you to.
Yeah, I thought you were saying no to potions that just exploited your premise.
I know. I was waiting for you to say a real potion, and you'll just say that potions don't exist.
So dumb.
But I'm kidding. Potions do exist.
Okay.
Whatever potion you want exists. I was just waiting for you to say a potion that actually would not just.
I thought about saying just super strength and seeing what you would say.
I know, because I was just gonna say that potion doesn't exist until you thought of it. But you just kept saying potions that exploited the potions.
Yes.
You had no idea the entire time.
I know.
Oh, okay, that's funny. Okay, actually,
That was dumb.
I was dumb. It was only dumb because you went so long with trying to exploit.
Yeah, because I was trying to exploit it.
If you would have been like super strength, then
Do I-
like potion doesn't exist. He was like, what? And then I would have been like instantly over. You just kept going with the freaking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was not being dumb.
Okay.
Super strength is such a dumb potion.
I know, but anyway, okay. 5 potions you actually would.
5 potions. All right. First potion. Potion that increases the limit of potions I can have.
Okay.
Do as many as I want. I would just have all of them.
Okay. If you couldn't do that, you could actually have 5 potions.
Okay. I would. First potion. A potion that allows me to go to other dimensions.
Okay.
All right. And I would drink that potion. And I would go to another dimension where I'm able to have as many potions
Oh my
as I want.
gosh.
And then I would take all of them.
That potion doesn't.
Why?
Potion. You can only have 5 potions. Only have 5 potions.
I would have a potion
Really.
that allows me to. That gives me the knowledge to brew potion. Potions. I said that wrong.
potions.
It gives me the knowledge to brew potions, to brew more potions. That way I can just make as many as I want because I can brew them.
Whatever. Fine.
Awesome.
My potions would be potion to be able to get every superpower ever that don't restrict each other.
That's just the same as me saying every potion.
No, because you can have potions can be anything you want. You able to have every superpower is not.
Every superpower. One of those superpowers is a power to make potions.
No. Talk about every like Marvel superpower.
Yes, potions give you superpowers. The whole point of them. If you just have every superpower, you don't even need to drink the potions. You can just do everything that the potions give.
Yeah, but you can make potions do anything you want. You can make potions turn you into
Yeah, well, a superpower is turning you into a frog.
a superpower is nothing.
Well, you have every superpower, so by extension, you have the superpower of being able to turn into animals, including a frog.
I said just.
Yeah. You have to install some limits. That's how you come up with a good magic system.
Yeah, will you do it right now? Install limits.
Install limits on potions?
Right now.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Go.
Let's see. How about first limit? First limit is, potions are extreme. Potions
Kill you.
Potions have adverse side effects. When you drink them, they give you a certain ability, but they also give you a bad ability. Kind of like how, like superpower, but there's also a side, like a, whatever the side effects you said. Not that bad. Like obviously you can't choose one, but like there are side effects to the potions you drink. You can't just drink a ton of potions. They have side effects. Also, brewing potions is extremely difficult and it takes a lot of precision. And even like the most skilled people at brewing potions can only do it like 1 in 100 times correctly. They have to keep trying over and over again because I keep messing up. Also, the ingredients of potions are really difficult to get. Like, you have to, like, one of them might be found like really deep down in a cave with like poison gas in it. So like, yeah, so they're hard to make. They have side effects. They're hard to get ingredients for. Those are limits. So you can't just have potions.
Hey,
And by extension, they're also extremely expensive for people who don't know how to make them.
Okay. I would.
See, now it's more realistic.
What's okay?
The president gets a library of however many potions he wants.
Can't get.
What?
Can't get potions.
You can. You just have to either make a bunch of money or figure out how to make them yourself, which is really difficult.
I would just try to figure out how to make them. Throw stuff in a pot.
It takes like life's work to do that.
I'll just do random crap until something happens.
You would die from drinking that. It would be poison.
I would just make up. I would make a bunch of potions, just whatever potions. And I make a little. Does the amount matter? Can I make this like drop? And...
Probably do less of the potion effect.
Okay, boom. I make a little drop of every potion. I make a potion with like 150,000.
Like, you drink that and it spontaneously combust.
100 different potions.
You instantly die.
Now we go.
You would instantly die. You don't know what any of those potions do.
Yeah, but then I could figure out what they do really quick and maybe have higher powers.
What if one of them makes you explode? Bam, dead instantly. You wouldn't even get to try out any of the other ones.
What if one makes me not be able to explode? Then boom, I can win.
What if one of them melts you?
One makes me not melt.
That's the dumbest potion I've ever heard of. A non-melting potion? Melting potion kind of makes sense. Like, you drink it and you melt. A non-melting potion. Why would you need a potion and not melt? You normally don't melt anyway.
Maybe the melting potion is really good. I want to drink it.
So you have a maybe the melting potion tastes really good and the non-melting potion tastes really, really bad. So, like, they have the non-melting potion there, but you only have to drink it if you start melting.
If you would drink the non-melting potion, you'd be like, oh, that sucks. You drink the melting potion, you'd be like, delicious, yo.
So you just take a swig of terrible potion and then just be like, no melting.
Delicious.
What would the melting potion do if you have drank a non-melting potion?
It would just, nothing happens.
Imagine you mix melting potion and non-melting potion together and it turns into water. Be hilarious.
No, dude. Have an entire episode on potions.
What would the easiest potion to make be?
Freaking death potion.
That would be terrible. Everyone would just be killing each other.
Oh wait, the easiest one? Okay.
The easiest one to make.
See.
Like, this is a potion that pretty much anybody after like 2 days of potion class can make.
2 days of potion class?
I don't know.
This seems to be a whole thing. This is funny. 10 days of 2 days of potion class.
Like a beginner potion that like anybody can make. Easy.
Maybe like something completely overpowered. Like temporary smarts.
Temporary smartness
No.
potion. That's the easiest one.
No, because potion class is like super prestigious class.
Maybe.
You gotta be like.
Or you could go to like a black market one.
You gotta be like top class, so it can be whatever. Temporary super strength is
Strength potion.
strength potion. Temporary strength. Boom. The hardest potion.
No. What? Probably like a.
Drink this potion and you just.
I feel like probably best to make that the hardest potion would probably be like a revival from death potion.
Like a total undying potion.
That'd be like a preventing you from dying.
So if you drink that potion,
Totem of Undying is more like preventing you from dying because you can't throw Totem of Undying on someone that's already dead.
there's splash potions.
Maybe different. Maybe
Throw it at somebody.
maybe different potions have different effects depending on whether you have them on your skin or drink them. Like maybe a healing potion, you could drink it and it would like heal like your general body, your health. But like say you get a cut and you can just pour it on the cut and it'll heal just that cut.
Oh, okay, so I don't know. I forgot what I was saying.
So like, death potion.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So
Maybe if you throw it on somebody, it would do less effects than if you actually drink it.
potion just. No, if you throw a death potion on something,
Just disappear.
If you're dead, you drink it, it melts.
Wouldn't that be a vanishing potion?
No, because he's not dead.
Invisibility potion?
Invisibility potion is that potion.
Their body would fall
No,
down.
like this.
They had solid body.
See? That potion.
I can see him on the camera. He's right there. I can see him over there with my eyeballs. Camera can't see it, but I can see him. Ew, you just spit that out. Isaiah, you never spit, you always swallow.
Something in the way.
Something in the way.
You know how they made that song? You know how they made that song? It was super hard to make in the studio. Guy came into the booth. The guy came into the booth and laid on the couch and said, I wanted to sound just like this. And he just started, something. So what they did is they took the mic from the put it, and then that's why it's kind of like almost time. You can't hear each other through that. So they just kind of play it.
Interesting.
Fun fact.
Well, that's a cool fun fact to end the episode on.
Yes, and freaking question of the freaking day! If you had any potion you could ever want in your life, what would it be?
And nothing overpowered. It has to be one specific thing that it does.
Yeah.
Like it does a specific physical thing to your body.
It can be as broad or as specific as you want it to be. I got really
No, specific is better.
Yeah. You know what? It has to be an ultra specific potion. If you could have any ultra specific potion, what would it be?
As specific as possible.
I'm talking like.
I'm talking like it changes the last letter of your name to L.
Boom. I'm talking like you can change the entire alphabet, and every single alphabet has a circle around it, and the circle means the meaning of life. So the whole meaning of life is a circle, and then poof, everything just switches, and everything has circles, and that's like the icon of life is a circle. That specific is what we're talking about. I just freestyled off the top of the dome. He just jumped all the way over there. He just freaking. Oh, yeah. Oh, slight difficulties. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get this. Just 2 seconds, real quick. Just 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I promise. Two seconds. Give me 2 seconds, chat. It's the camera. I think is opening right now. Oh, I dropped it. 2 seconds. Just 2 more seconds. Like, just count to 2 and it'll be done. He counted with his feet too. Why it's not working anymore. Oh, that's on. What happens? Oh, there we go. Boom, there he is. He's right there. He's right there. Okay. Oh, okay. Yep, and then we're gonna want to do this right here. We're gonna auto. That needed. Yep. What do you gotta say, sir? Does my butt look big?